It's time to talk about some filler
Yep.
that really went in a different direction than I think either of us was anticipating this episode going from, the initial preview we saw from the previous episode.
Yes.
Definitely did not go the way we were thinking, but yes. Let's talk about some Inuyasha this week on this week's episode. Jared now watch Inuyasha. It is
Mm-hmm.
episode number 60. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Allen Ladium.
Hello, hello.
We are discussing season 3, episode number 5, or episode 59, entitled The Beautiful Sister Apprentices. But they're not really apprentices.
They're not.
They kind of just show up and are like, hey, how's it going? But yeah, this is basically a kind of continuation off of the two arcs we had, or 2-part episode we had last week and the week before, but this is an anime-only episode to kind of make up for the fact that Songo would technically not be with them in this part of the story,
Mm-hmm.
essentially. So there's that. Kagome comes back. She comes out of the well with, like, trash bags, but it's full of goodies for everyone.
Yeah.
Inuyasha gets a bag of potato chips.
I like that he's like,
Shippo-
dried potatoes.
Oh, yay! Shippo gets a sucker, but it spins, and he's like, whoa!
I love the fact that it's a spinny sucker.
Moroku gets, like, a can of green tea, which I find funny that he knows how to open the pop top. So I like to think that, like, Kagome had to, like, teach him how to open up a can, because he would have been like, "What the heck is this?"
How does this work?
And he's like, yummy. I love this.
And
they're
I was
also
I was
like,
mentioning to you, I was like, she just does not care about any kind of time paradox whatsoever.
no, introducing all the goodies to the feudal era. They're all concerned that Songo still isn't there. And just like, man, she hasn't returned yet. That's weird. Anyways, Moroku goes up to Kagome and is like, so, do you think if a friend of mine came up to me and asked me this question, he was having problems, he was trying to get with his lady, but he kept stroking her bottom, and he feels like maybe that's going to betray the trust between them. Do you think my friend has a point here? And Kagome's just like, bruh,
Dude.
bruh,
Come on.
bruh. We go to Songo's village. She's finishing up the repairs on her big old boomerang by making, like, the way she is, like, fixing this is like she's a blacksmith, and I would not have thought that boomerang was made of metal.
No.
But the way they're having her fix it makes it seem like it's made of metal.
Yes.
It's very bizarre, but she's able to fix it up, and she's very proud of herself. And then these two gals show up and are just, like, throwing rocks at her. And she's like, what the heck? And Kirara is about to murder them. And then they're like, oh, we're hungry. We need food. And Songa's like, okay, I'll feed you food. These girls are Serena and Suzuna.
Susanna.
The spelling of the names here are very much different than they were in the subtitles, let's say.
Yes. Just a smidge.
Just a smidge. These girls, their village got overrun with demons. Now they want to become demon slayers. So they're like, please, Songo, teach us. And Songo's like, no. Okay, I guess I will. And then she's like, here's how you smoke out demons. I'm going to wear a cool mask. You guys wear a bandana, and you're gonna inhale all the smoke.
Good luck.
So she does that, and they're all like, when are we going to get cool techniques? And Songo's like, you got to learn how to do the basics first. Gosh.
It's very complicated.
It's very funny.
Yep.
And then while Songo is sleeping, the girls break into one of the houses in the village and steal all the weapons and demon stuff. And Songo catches them and is like, hey, what are you doing? Like, we gotta go. We're from the village of ninjas, and our village was destroyed by demons, and our father told us that we gotta live strongly, so we gotta redo the ninja village stuff. See you later. Date bayo. They hang out with Naruto a lot, so
Oh my god.
that's why. And then they smoke bomb and just leave.
Yep.
And Songo goes and looks in that building. He's like, oh, that's bad. Some of the stuff in here wasn't, purified yet. So, like, there's going to be demon ores after them. So I got to go get them.
Yikes.
Meanwhile, Moroku is very impatient about waiting for Songo. It's like, where the heck is she? Where is she?
I want to touch that butt.
Inuyasha and Shippo are just hanging out. Just like, man, he does not look patient. He does not look like he is patiently waiting for her. And Shippo's just still with this sucker, like, he's like,
It's so
having a
funny
good
because he's
time.
talking normally, but he's got the sucker just totally spitting
Yeah.
out his mouth. And it's like, oh, okay.
It's very funny. Sango chases after the girls, and she is able to catch up with them. And she's like, "Hey, they're gonna attract demons to you. You should like throw those away. It's a bad idea. We gotta go." And they're like, "Oh, okay. I guess we will go because here come the demons."
I am demon.
And they try to fight him off, and Sango's like, "Hey, your dad doesn't want you to fight like this. He wants you to be happy. So stop being dumb, and we gotta get out of here."
Oh, by the way, I finally figured out what my dad was trying to tell me all these years ago.
That's a big help. And then Sango just beats up all the demons,
Ish.
doing all the thing, and then unfortunately they have to have everyone come save her because she's a woman in a shonen anime.
Yep.
She can't be that cool.
I mean, she was pretty cool.
She was, but then they can't have her do. She can't fend off herself.
She can't finish the fight.
Yeah. The rest of the gang shows up. Moroku, Inuyasha, and Kagome to help her fight off the rest of the demons, and then the two girls go their ways, and Sango goes with the rest of them. And
I love how like Moroku does the wind tunnel here, and the girls are just like, I think we're outmatched here.
Sango learns that Moroku was very worried about her, and Moroku's like, "Yes, I couldn't get you out of my mind. I was having premonitions that you were in danger."
She gets all blushy.
And then he just touches her butt again.
Yep.
And he gets slapped, and the rest of them are just like,
my dude.
Bruh.
Also, just as a side note, there's actually, you know what? We'll talk about it later because it's in the notes.
Okay, well, let's talk about the notes.
Let's talk about the notes.
Hey, did you know this is the first filler episode of the series?
That's the thing that I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
What do they mean this is the first filler episode of the series?
Maybe they mean it's the first, like, anime exclusive episode.
But it's not, is it?
We'd have to go through back and look at every single episode and, check and make sure that's the case, but I don't know. I could not tell you.
I am 99% sure that we have had anime exclusive episodes already.
I will believe you.
Like even recently, I think that the like one of the ones where I don't remember, but I can guarantee this is not the first filler episode of the series. Just saying.
The episode preview was narrated by Inuyasha and Kagome. This is the first time that two people have done the narration.
Oh, that's because like they were talking about him being like a two-timing dude.
Boyfriend.
Yeah. Which
he's like, what?
What?
We get
McDonald's.
We get instrumentals of the opening and ending. We get instrumental of the opening when Sango teaches her apprentice how to use the demon smoke, and then the ending when she's telling them about what their father meant. And then this episode exists because Sango had to go repair her thing. Blah blah blah. It says yet in episode 44 of the anime, after the boomerang was cut in half by the Kanjinbu with the newly created Tokijin, it appeared to be completely intact in subsequent episodes without explanation. Totosai was shown repairing it in chapter 163 of the manga, but not in the chapter's corresponding episode. So there's that plot hole fixed up for you.
Yay! Yeah,
there you go.
The thing that I wanted to bring up was the instrumental versions, but it's right here, so it
was a cool touch.
It was a cool touch. It was just funny that it's just like, okay, well, we get these like really emotional instrumental songs in this filler episode.
Yay! But that's going to do it for this week. Next week, we'll be discussing episode number 60, entitled The 50-Year-Old Curse of the Dark Priestess. Time to get spoopy. Also, it's time to return to the plot.
Yeah. Like we saw Naraku in the preview. We're like, oh, right.
That guy is around.
What?
Feels like we haven't seen him in, like, literally months.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the case.
That's probably the case.
Oh, man. But that's what we're going to discuss next time. But if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool is where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. You'll also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup. And you can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, A Critical Analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, and Hot Tubs and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. So join us next week as we find an old lady who's got a beef with Kikyo.
Mm.